Okay, what were we working on? Let's see. Okay. I don't have a fetch chat command. Basically, you just have to say something like, hey, let's throw a toy. And I think Binks would like that. Would you like to play with a toy? How about this one? Is this a good one? Cool. You have to bring it back. I can't throw it if you don't bring it back. Oh, you're silly. How about this one? This one? Will you bring it? Yeah, good boy, you fetched it. He doesn't always so much with the fetching, but sometimes he's really good. That's a good boy. Yeah, we'll do one more and then we'll go back to the game. One more. Yeah, that's such a good boy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's the last one. Last one for now. Yeah, you're such a good boy, aren't you? So I think... Which one was I planning on heading to right now? I think we were gonna try this one. I haven't been there. Yes, I think this is what we were doing. We were walking, but we were overcumbered. Oh, what's up, shit show? Thanks for being here. So far, he seems to be enjoying the start of Fetch Friday. He's not a professional, but we keep working on it because I'm gonna make Fetch happen. I don't know if any of you guys are Mean Girls fans, but that's a Mean Girls joke. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Just thought I'd share that for anybody who didn't understand. So we are walking to this one. Which one is that? Yeah, this one. This feels right. I'm pretty sure this is the way I was walking when we decided we had to bail on that. Yes, that's so fetch. Absolutely. See? It's good when people get my jokes. I have a lot of friends that, like, don't ever get my jokes because they're just from a bunch of TV shows that they've never seen, and I speak fluid TV-nese, so a lot of what I say is just quotes from TV. And it's nice when people can appreciate how much of what I say is, it's just a reference. Not a lot to fight out here so far. The Wasteland is boring today. How's everybody else's day going? Thank you all for being here. What are you? I want to fight. Lame. Yeah, I'm glad that you made it in at the beginning for a change. That's awesome. Usually you roll up at the end and then I feel so bad that I have to go. I've got a few people that show up right at the end sometimes and I'm like, oh man, I wish I could stay. My day's been pretty good. I got an email this morning from my city that my business license was approved. So now I just have to wait for them to send me the official thing in the mail, and then my art business will actually be a real thing up and running, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I dyed my hair purple in celebration, I guess. Just kind of felt like doing it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna try and find somewhere that'll like sell some of my things on consignment. Hopefully somewhere close. I don't know how well my little fairy garden things would ship, but I'm gonna be putting up my Etsy shop. I had one up before. It's called Chop Tops Fashions. I don't know if you've noticed from like every day, but I like to cut up my clothes. And so I had like a big collection of stuff that I bought, and I chopped it all up and made some cool stuff. It's been offline for a while, but I'm gonna have a bunch of things going back online pretty soon. Thanks, guys. I'm pretty excited. It's been a good day so far. We still have like a ways to wander. What have we found? Rufus. I'm honestly surprised that these giant naked mole rats aren't more terrifying. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen an actual naked mole rat, or if you know anything about them, but they are like crazy vicious, like tiny little honey badgers. They do not give a fuck. They're also not cute like Disney would have you believe. Kim Possible is a liar.
Let's kick this in gear. Gonna six this bitch.
What is that, a ghoul? Tiny little honey badgers, yep. I feel that is the most adequate description. Hop, 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 hop. We did it. We got a little bit sidetracked from our actual course, but that's okay. We found ghouls. New locations are always good, especially when you're traveling large distances. Because then if something happens and you have to leave, you have somewhere to come back. Hello. I don't want to keep going that way right now. Camp Searchlight is not quite where I'm going. Where am I going? Cottonwood Cove. this way. Oh no, I totally forgot to look into the Star Trek mods.
Serving us hurt.
I did look into trying to get subtitles set up for YouTube, but I couldn't really figure out, like, it looks like it's already preset to have subtitles. I know that was something that was recommended for YouTube. But yeah, it seems like I have it set up so it should do subtitles. But maybe it doesn't do that for this type of content? I'm really not sure. Oh yeah, I feel like I used to listen to the Fallout soundtrack just on my phone to help me sleep. And having something, like, as long as there's not a lot of loud banging and screaming happening, if you have your volume down or off, it would probably be pretty relaxing. Yeah, not getting into there. Nope. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you're enjoying them. I appreciate all the views. Okay, now what are we actually doing here? I think we have to find a person to talk to. Does it say? I think we're just looking for evidence.
Our true to Kaiser. Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider? You wear the mark of Kaiser. You may continue.
Cool. Am I supposed to talk to you, or am I supposed to, like, get on the boat?
Awe. True to Kaiser.
I'm supposed to get on the boat. Alright.
Awe. Are
I have only a vague recollection of what I'm supposed to be doing here.
By order of Kaiser, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. This order also extends to the platinum chip you carry. For now.
I think this means we're gonna have to do his quest before we can actually leave here.
Alcohol and all chem. I know not why Kaiser would wish to speak with such a physically inferior whelp, but I will allow this one exception. You may bear Kaiser's mark. but do not attempt to share any of your medicine with anyone in the fort.
No, I'm currently trying to find evidence for what's his name, that for Regis, that the Khans are gonna wipe out, or the Legion is gonna wipe out the Khans so that they won't side with them. It's like a side quest kind of thing, but I think to leave here I'm gonna have to end up doing some of Kaiser's quests.
Your belongings will be...
My science skill is improving nicely. I'm planning sometime around like Monday or Tuesday, I was thinking I'm gonna be starting round 2 of Big Mountain. I love Big Mountain. It's a great place to go earlier in the game, just so you have it to use as a base. Energy weapons because
Away.
that's Tasha's specialty.
Away. True to Kaiser.
I mean, I don't hate any parts of this soundtrack. It's all pretty well put together.
Hi.
It is at this point that I am always seriously tempted to just start killing everything I see instead of accomplishing my goal here. But if I accomplish the goals, I get the XP.
Some of the slaves have
Then
been
I can
spreading
kill
stories
everybody,
about the
and
burn
that's
ground.
almost as satisfying.
You must enter Kaiser's tent alone.
Yes, dear.
You must enter
I have to
Kaiser's...
actually tell them that.
I'll hold up here. Don't be long.
There.
Away. True to Kaiser.
What exactly was my marker pointing to in this area?
Awe. Hold your tongue, wastrel.
Kaiser awaits. You can speak with me later.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You assassinate the head of the chairman in his own casino and get away with it? When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started?
So the last time I came here, I had let Benny escape and come to Caesar, Kaiser, whatever. And that way you get to battle him in that little arena outside. But this time he's already dead, so this visit is gonna be different. And not based mostly on acquiring Benny to do with as I please.
The time is fast approaching when my legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching. I have eyes and ears everywhere. It behooves me not to invade the West blind and deaf. It hasn't been hard to track your progress. It's not as though you've been keeping a low profile.
They can say whatever they want. I know eventually they won't say anything at all.
Oh, I'll give you the platinum chip. Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip you were carrying. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried. I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Goodbye.
Yes. Precisely. I mean, they've managed to revive,
Our way, true to Kaiser.
but soon.
Some of the
Soon
slaves
with
have been
the dead.
spreading stories about the burned man again.
That's what I came here for. Didn't have to talk to him at all. But now that bitch has my
Our
chip.
way, true to Kaiser.
Well. Let's go to the bunker. Not leaving here without my chip.
None may enter without Caesar's permission.
Caesar has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him. Caesar has put a lot of trust in you. Be worth it.
I like how she's doing this with her hands, but is also not holding a weapon. Like she's just mid-dance party or something and she froze.
Well, you're here ahead of schedule. I suppose it's just as well. This is where I wanted you to end up after all. I knew I could rely on Caesar to give you back the platinum chip. That you were searched very thoroughly when you arrived at the fort is a certainty. And as the chip is a little too large to be secreted away, I also regard it a certainty that the chip was discovered, taken from you, and given to Caesar, who returned it to you.
Why, Mr.
2
House?
plus 2 equaling 4.
I think that was a dirty
Caesar
joke.
wants you to destroy whatever you find in this bunker. But that's not going to happen, because you're going to work for me. I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary computer. There's a terminal at the other end of this facility. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this screen, I can't control any of the facility's systems. That means I can't deactivate its security bots, most of which appear to be active according to the status board I'm looking at. Good. I won't hold you up any longer.
Let's get me some updated Securitrons.
Hostile target detected.
That'll
Firing
continue to work.
weapons.
Noise. I don't like this game. Usually this doesn't take me so long. One of those should have been a replenish allowance. That would certainly be one way to deal with it. Ooh. Oh well. Just means I actually have to fight things. Nothing of great interest in here. Can't go in there.
Commencing attack on hostile target. Please take cover until the danger has been eliminated.
Alright. Next room. Let's see here. Should help our rad situation. Healing situation. Maybe a little snacky also. That'll do.
For yours.
Oh, hello.
Law-abiding citizens, please leave the area.
No. I'm not one of those.
Law-abiding citizens, please leave the area. Violence will not be tolerated.
Same thing.
Firing weapons.
Smush them extra good, just in case. Yeah, those all say the same thing, but for some reason it wants me to go look at them all. Oh boy, let's not die. Oh, hello, a third one. Yeah. Upgrade my Securitrons. Yes, big stick goes whack. It does quite well, really. I mean, as long as it works, that's a pretty good playstyle, right? This way. Well, now that we've done the exact opposite thing that Caesar wanted, let's go up and say hi. And figure our shit out. Oh no, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know that I did exactly the opposite thing of what he wanted. I don't think there's anything around on that floor that I actually want.
You've carried out Caesar's will. You're free to leave.
I believe he wants to have another chat now. Let's see what he has to say.
Some of the slick.
Gotta remember to grab my companions before I leave here.
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done. Let's press on, shall we? As I was telling you before, I want Mr. House out of the picture. You have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike back. You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up to you.
Yes, you were correct. This is truth. Well, see, very temporary.
It's called an auto-doc.
Working with
As the
Caesar.
name suggests, it's an automated
really
physician,
more
more or
like
less. He can treat broken bones,
double-crossing
cuts,
Caesar?
punctures, scrapes. Sometimes I bestow its use upon someone I favor. Makes for a powerful gift in a culture that forbids painkillers and is largely ignorant of medical science. What did you want to know? Linnaeus is the greatest of my battlefield commanders. Some might call him a great man, but I'm not sure he qualifies. Once, he was the greatest warrior of the Hydebarks, a tribe of the Arizona. Maniacal in battle. Sometimes he'd ambush Legion patrols by himself. When after several months we found and surrounded the Hydebarks camp, their chieftain raised a banner of surrender. The warrior, who was not yet Linnaeus, went insane with rage. He struck down his chieftain and attacked his own tribe. He killed 15 before they brought him down. He didn't die, obviously. I had him tended to. He was maimed, most of his face torn off. It was days before he regained consciousness. When he did, I went to his bedside and showed him the helmet I'd had forged to cover his face. I said he could have it if he'd fight for me. He accepted, on condition that he be allowed to kill the surviving males of his tribe. I said, make it the adult males, and you have a deal. Linnaeus is savage. Savagely loyal, too, but only to me. He has no love for my legion. But this has its uses. He has no attachment to his men, no compunction about battlefield losses. All he cares about is destroying the enemy. When another legatus or a centurion fails to achieve results, I send Linnaeus to make things right. His first step is to beat the failed commander to death in front of his assembled troops. Then he orders the ritual of decimatio.
They don't say anything the way I would pronounce it. Like not a single thing.
It means decimation.
Of course it does.
But in ancient Rome, the word had a very specific meaning. A punishment for cowardice. The legionaries are lined up in ranks. Every 10th man steps forward and is beaten to death by his brothers. It instills a certain robust obedience. Yes. This time my legionaries will be more frightened of the commander behind them than the enemy before them. There will be no failure this time, no retreat, no years of gathering slaves and resources for another assault. With Linnaeus to drive the legion forward, the dam will be taken. It will be our bridgehead across the Colorado. It's not going to happen again, that's all I have to say about it. And I've heard it's a bad idea to tempt the wrath of Caesar. Change the subject.
Ooh, scary.
I used Imperial Rome as the model for my legion precisely because it was so foreign, so alien. I'd seen what had become of the NCR's attempts to emulate the culture of pre-war America, the infighting, the corruption. Rome was a highly
'Cause the Legion
militarized
has none of that.
autocracy that effectively integrated the foreign cultures it conquered. It dedicated its citizens to something higher than themselves, to the idea of Rome itself. In Rome, I found a template for a society equal to the challenges of the post-apocalyptic world, a society that could and would survive, a society that could prevent mankind from fracturing and destroying itself in this new world by establishing a new Pax Romana. It means a nationalist, imperialist, totalitarian, homogenous culture that obliterates the identity of every group it conquers.
That's
Long-term
quite the
stability at all costs. The individual has no value beyond his utility to the state, whether as an instrument of war or production. Mark my words, you piece of shit. This is the last time you will ever refuse to perform an order I've given you. If you meant what you said, you'd best be on your way, and at good speed. And forget all that I could have given you. If you ever disobey me again, I will order my Praetorians to hack you to death with their machetes for my entertainment.
Our way, true to Kaiser.
Okay. So we have to remember to grab our companions, or else they will just stand here and wait.
Let's roll out then.
And roll out we shall. Okay.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
So off we go back to the cons. Well, if I wait long enough to kill him until I've got the money, I'm sure I could show him some really impressive boom booms.
Are you okay?
Quite the trek, all the way from the tent
Our
back
way.
to the gate.
True to Kaiser. Awe, are you ready to...
I guess I could have just fast traveled. But hey, I didn't really think of that until now, so... Didn't happen.
Hello.
No, that is
You're becoming
exactly who
quite
I
the
need.
political agitator. I can't say I'm displeased.
Bruh, wash your face.
Let me see. My God, this is even worse than I thought. Okay, you have my support. I'll tell Papa the Alliance is a bad idea. What do you want to know? Until next time.
Even the fly...
Oops. So what I'm doing now is I'm going and I'm gonna try and stock up on stim packs. Because I feel so sure that there was a way to get to those cons over by the quarry without having to fight anything. But I spent
looking
like
to buy
half an
some
hour
supplies?
trying to find my way in that I had used once, and I couldn't find it. So
Can
I think
do.
we're gonna have to just fight our way in. I don't think it's avoidable. Yeah, that'll do.
Thanks.
Now we'll go see the dock. Usually at this level I prefer to wait until I have a really good gun to go Deathclaw fighting, but I might have to just smack him in the face. That might be my option. What up,
How are you
Doc?
holding up?
Do I have anything to sell? Because that's a lot of caps. Don't really need both of those. I don't love that gun. That actually might come in handy. I'll keep that. I'm getting most of my money. Actually, I think that's all my money back and then some. Plus, I'm emptying my pocket, so not a bad stop altogether. Actually gonna hold on to those. Maybe I'll do that. Okay. Now, I believe Calamity also has a huge stockpile. So if we go up to Jacobstown, we should be able to get a pretty good stockpile. She'll take like all our money, but she has like 30 stim packs. After that, I should be ready for Deathclaws. War never changes, but their faces will. I like it. I can dig it.
Someone's watching me. I can feel it.
Hey there.
And we have Calamity. We have just enough money to take all of them. And I don't know
Pleasure
if
doing
she
business with you.
regenerates those.
Bye.
That might be all I can ever buy from her. But if she always has 30 after they regen, that would be a great place to stop back. I always forget about her. How many have we got now? 58 and 18. And my club is in reasonable condition. Couple grenades. I have ammo. I wouldn't hate grenades for that. Maybe I'll see if they have any at the gun runners before I go.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something? I am...
That's a pretty good trade. I'd rather use the grenade launcher than throw the frags at myself.
Come
anyway.
back and see us again.
Okay. Yeah, you've got armor. I think we should be okay. What's the closest I could get and walk in there? I think it's probably gonna be easier. I think it'll be easier to come at it from this way and go around.